Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to create a glitch effect, and your final result should look something like this. I will be providing a preset for the effect itself, so you can download it and use it as you want, but I will show you the process on actually how the effect works. So in this case we have one clip, which is just some footage of the church and flowers. So just when the flowers actually go to the right side, at the middle of the frame really, I want to make that glitch effect. So to start this, we actually need to find color balance RGB effect, which is under image control. So if you navigate to video effects, image control and then color balance, you will be using this effect. But first we want to duplicate this clip twice, so we have three exactly same clips right now. So we want to apply color balance on the first one and remove green and blue. Then we apply color balance to the second one and remove red and blue. And the third one, remove red and green. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to select each clip and set it to screen. Okay, so now it's back to normal. So it means that every channel, so red, green and blue, has equal amount of impact on the overall looks of the footage. Okay, so now we navigate to the point where we want the glitch to happen. And now we want to create keyframes for position and scale. So the first clip is selected. Now those two keyframes represent the normal position, so nothing has been changed yet. We go one frame to the right by clicking the right arrow key. And we want to adjust position and maybe increase the scale. Go one frame further, adjust it again, and do this maybe for 10 frames. Okay, so now we have all the keyframes we need, so the last keyframe should be a reset to the value that was the default. So now we just click those two arrows, which basically resets it to the start position. Now we can copy all those keyframes. So you just drag over, Command C, go to the next clip underneath, which has green isolated. And at the point where we want to effect start. Okay, so effect starts here. Let's go one frame further and paste those keyframes in. So now we shifted all the keyframes by one frame forward, so it's not duplicated compared to the first clip. Now we do the same on the third clip that has red isolated, but maybe on this one I want the keyframes to start before actually all other keyframes on two other clips start. Okay, so now you can see that when I switch between the clips, keyframes are applied to different timestamps. So it's exactly same automations, just at a different time, and they create the illusion that everything was adjusted separately. I will include presets for every channel, so red, green and blue. To make this effect to seem even stronger, we can apply Lumetri color that you can find under video effects and color correction. But before that, we need to select all these clips, right click and select nest. We can call this new sequence that will be created an effect. Click OK. So now we have this sequence that combines all those three clips inside of it. So if I double click this, we go into the original sequence with three clips. So we want to find the point where the effect starts. So right here, apply Lumetri color. Okay, so once we have Lumetri color applied, we want to select basic correction and then to adjust some parameters that would make the effect pop a little bit. Okay, so we find the first frame where effect starts and then toggle the keyframe animation for every parameter we want to adjust. So we want to set the default values as a first keyframe, so I'll be adjusting exposure, contrast, and maybe tint. So let's go to the next frame and adjust this, adjust exposure and the contrast. And we find the last frame where effect actually finishes, go one frame further, so this frame doesn't have any effect on it anymore. So we want to reset everything to default values on the parameters we adjusted. So now your finished effect should look something like this. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I will add the presets for red, green and blue, so you can apply those to your 3 clips that you have duplicated twice, and then you can move the keyframes to the point where you want to start the effect. You can delete the frames, and it's up to you how you use it. I will link my Instagram and Facebook at the end of the video, so please follow me if you want to be up to date to the content that I post.